Hello friends. Today, we're going to talk about one of the masterpieces of world literature, The Stranger, by Albert Camus. This book is a hallmark of existentialism and absurdism. Let's dive into the world of Meursault, the main character of the story. Meursault, a French Algerian clerk, is confronted with the news of his mother's death at the beginning of the story. He reacts to this news with indifference and shows little emotion during his mother's funeral. This indifference towards his mother's death is a key aspect of the story, reflecting his outlook on life. After the funeral, Meursault meets a girl named Marie and starts a romantic relationship with her. Marie becomes fond of Meursault and asks him to marry her, but he responds to this with the same indifference. Meanwhile, one of Meursault's neighbors, Raymond, involves him in a conflict with a group of Arabs. Raymond is a shady character who has a history of violent behavior, and he drags Meursault into his personal vendettas. During this conflict, on a hot and oppressive day, Meursault accidentally kills one of the Arabs with Raymond's gun. Meursault is arrested and put on trial. During the trial, his indifference towards life and his mother's death is highlighted, and the prosecutor uses this to portray Meursault as a cold and unfeeling person. The trial becomes less about the murder and more about Meursault's character and his perceived moral failings. The prosecutor and defense attorney both focus on Meursault's lack of conventional emotions and his failure to adhere to societal norms. Eventually, Meursault is sentenced to death. In his final days, Meursault comes to terms with the absurdity of life and faces his death with calm. He realizes that life has no inherent meaning and that the only thing that matters is accepting this absurdity. He finds a sense of peace in acknowledging the indifference of the universe and embraces the idea that everyone is destined to die, making all lives equally meaningless. The Stranger delves deep into the psychology of its characters and the human condition. The book shows how indifference and detachment from society can lead to disastrous consequences. Camus explores themes such as absurdity, the meaninglessness of life, and individual freedom. Meursault, as a symbol of modern man, represents an existentialist view of life with his indifference and lack of belonging to society. Camus uses Meursault's story to illustrate his philosophy of the absurd, which suggests that human beings are constantly searching for meaning in a meaningless world. The novel challenges readers to consider their own beliefs about life, death, and the nature of existence. Through Meursault's journey, Camus invites us to confront the uncomfortable truths about our own lives and the world around us. The Stranger is a work that provokes thought and raises profound questions about the meaning of life and death. With its simple yet profound narrative, the book explores complex philosophical concepts that remain relevant and thought-provoking for contemporary readers. I hope you enjoyed this summary. If you're looking for a book that makes you think and offers new perspectives on life, The Stranger is an excellent choice. Until the next video, goodbye.